World War I, often described as the Great War, began as a cascade of diplomatic failures and political maneuvers. Beneath the surface of alliances and militarization, a series of lies and distortions played a significant role in pushing Europe into one of its most devastating conflicts. From manipulated narratives to outright falsehoods, the lies that led to World War I highlight the destructive potential of misinformation in global politics. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary on June 28, 1914, by Gavrilo Princip, a Bosnian Serb nationalist, is widely regarded as the immediate catalyst of World War I. While the act itself was real, the interpretation and exploitation of the event were steeped in distortions. Austria-Hungary accused Serbia of direct involvement, despite limited evidence. The Austro-Hungarian government inflated Serbia's role in the assassination to justify aggressive actions, including the ultimatum delivered on July 23, 1914. This ultimatum was designed to be unacceptable, creating a pretext for war. The lie of Serbia's full complicity intensified tensions and made diplomacy nearly impossible. Germany's so-called blank check to Austria-Hungary is another critical example of deception. On July 5, 1914, Kaiser Wilhelm II assured Austria-Hungary of Germany's unconditional support against Serbia. However, Germany's leadership understated the risks involved, believing the conflict would be localized and short-lived. This misrepresentation emboldened Austria-Hungary, leading to actions that drew other powers into the conflict. Germany also lied to its own citizens and other nations about its intentions. By presenting its stance as defensive rather than aggressive, Germany hoped to avoid blame for escalating the war. Propaganda before and during the war was a tool for shaping public opinion and rallying support for military actions. Lies about rival nations' intentions and capabilities were spread to justify preparations for war. For example, Germany and Austria-Hungary exaggerated the Russian threat, portraying its mobilization as an act of aggression rather than a defensive measure. German officials painted France as an eager aggressor ready to reclaim Alsace-Lorraine, despite limited evidence of French intentions to provoke conflict. The German portrayal of Britain as a warmonger aiming to dominate Europe fueled nationalistic fervor, obscuring Britain's initial reluctance to engage in war. The system of alliances in Europe created a volatile environment where lies about threats were amplified. The Triple Entente and the Triple Alliance relied on exaggerated intelligence and false claims to solidify their positions. In some cases, these lies included overstating the size and readiness of enemy forces, misleading claims about secret agreements between rival powers, and the notion that war was inevitable, which discouraged serious diplomatic efforts. Although the Zimmermann telegram belongs more to the narrative of the United States' entry into World War I in 1917, it serves as a broader example of how misinformation shaped the war. The German proposal to Mexico to join the war against the U.S., as revealed by British intelligence, was real but strategically exaggerated to galvanize American support for joining the conflict. The lies that led to World War I had catastrophic consequences. Over 16 million people died, and millions more were wounded or displaced. Beyond the battlefield, the war's legacy included political upheaval, economic devastation, and societal trauma that shaped the 20th century. The lies that caused World War I remind us of the dangers of unchecked propaganda, misinformation, and political deceit. These lessons remain relevant in a world where digital media and instant communication can spread false narratives faster than ever before. Transparency, diplomacy, and critical thinking are essential tools for preventing history from repeating itself. As we reflect on the centennial of World War I, it's crucial to remember how deception can lead nations down a path of destruction, and to commit ourselves to truth as a cornerstone of peace.